We were celebrating the detention, which wasn't long enough, but there was a detention of the dictator Augusto Pinochet in 1998, trying to get locals to realize that there were people in this community who cared about what happened in other countries in the south of this part of this hemisphere, and that it matters, the relationships between Canada and the rest of the hemisphere.
Yeah, just to expand a little bit, like our group was formed in 2001, and it was a group of Latin Americans and Canadians that got together to support struggles that were going on in North America and South America, so in solidarity with those struggles. And yes, 2001, it's been quite a while, and we're still standing. And we're really proud to be here today co-sponsoring this event. And thank you all for coming in spite of this dreadful winter weather. But we can keep warm by chanting and marching. So on a personal note, like a lot of you here who know me know that I was living in Chile on September 11, 1973. The assault on Venezuela and the kidnapping of President Maduro brought back very painful memories from that fatal day when President Salvador Allende was killed, the presidential palace bombed and burned, and a brutal, bloody dictatorship with Augusto Pinochet was imposed by military force on the Chilean people. The coup in Chile and the assault on Venezuela are part of a very long list of U.S. interventions in Latin America. Meg did an absolutely good job in detailing all of those interventions. The last count I saw, someone listing them, is over 35 interventions from Mexico to the Caribbean, including Cuba, of course, to Central America, Guatemala, El Salvador, and many countries in South America, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Bolivia. So practically no Latin American country has been spared from U.S. imperialist interventions. But what is, every Latin American is pretty much familiar with that history of U.S. intervention. There's a very well-known slogan which is Yankee Go Home. You've probably heard that one. Yankee Go Home. Yankee Go Home.
Yankee Go Home.
Yankee Go Home.
Yankee Go Home.
Take your planes and take your bombs. Yankee Go Home.
Take your planes and take your bombs. Yankee Go Home.
What I wanted to say is what is new actually in this intervention is there is no pretext right now. At least, for example, after the coup in Chile, they did their very best to try and hide their intervention. Some American kids who were living in Chile were killed because of that, because they were uncovering the truth of U.S. intervention, and they were killed by the CIA and the Pinochet's political police. So today, there's no pretense. It is just a completely naked power grab. The Monroe Doctrine is the Monroe Doctrine on steroids. They feel emboldened because international law and international institutions are no longer working, and no country is able or willing to stop them. The whole Western Hemisphere is there for the taking, Canada included. Are we going to stop them?
Yeah.
Canada's role in all this has been shameful, as Meg also pointed out. Frankly, embarrassing to be a Canadian with our complicity in, especially in especially the attacks on Venezuela that started back in September. There was total silence. No one in Parliament. Nobody said a peep. There's no political parties in Parliament denouncing this, except for lately the NDP. I think it was Don Davis who gave like a pretty tepid statement denouncing intervention. But apart from that, there is no real no real opposition. And of course, the Liberal Carney has completely endorsed the intervention, the U.S. attack, and the kidnapping of Maduro. Frankly, I feel that we're obligated to continue pressuring this government to change their policy, but I don't see any change in the foreseeable future unless we change the people in power, right? So in conclusion, a lot of people, of course, are asking, well, what are we going to do? If writing letters and signing petitions is not enough, what are we supposed to do? Well, I think the idea would be that it's up to us. It's up to us to stop this, to stop this madness, this chaos, these constant wars. It's up to us, the peoples of the world, to stop this. People assemble in places like this, from Palestine to Iran to Africa, West Asia, Europe, and all of the Americas. We must organize and form a broad international anti-imperialist coalition. That would be my solution. Folks, the emperor has no clothes, and we must be like the child who runs out to the street and cries out the truth. We must gather many, many children of all races and political stripe to cry out and make the empire crumble. Is that what? Yeah. It will be a long struggle, but history is on our side, and I'm very confident that we will win. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. The people united will never be defeated. The people united